Hello all, welcome again. So this is second part of the tutorial on GlideAggregate. In this tutorial we will continue the mystery which we were exploring in the last tutorial on GlideAggregate. So let's have a recap on the last one. So in the last tutorial we have seen the basic functionality of GlideAggregate, what exactly GlideAggregate do, and what are the extended function from the GlideRecord which can be used in the GlideAggregate. We have gone through some minute examples on the same. We have seen one more method called add trend, which was new and through which we can add the trend on the GlideAggregate. Okay, let's continue. Sorry. Let's continue and explore new things, okay, on GlideAggregate, and let's see the power of GlideAggregate. Okay, so for this tutorial again I will be using the computer table because I can relate it to, right, computers, counting, all these things. Okay, so let's use this table. Okay, let's misuse this table out for our tutorial, and as always we'll be using fixed script, okay, because I like fixed script. Okay, so basically I will create a new fixed script. Okay, I will give it a name SN. This is my nomenclature, okay, which I use, SN GlideAggregate. Okay, and let's start the coding. So you know the computer table, right? So let's start with the basics. Okay, so suppose we want to have an aggregate, we want to count all the records from this table. Okay, it's just a recap we have already done, but for those who have started new to this, let's do it for them. Okay, variable, I will give it like GA GlideAggregate and computers, okay, equal to new GlideAggregate. So this is how we call the constructor for the GlideAggregate class. Okay, and I will give it cmdb underscore ci underscore computer, not computers. Okay, now what we will do, we will simply take, first of all let's start with the basic. We will get the count of all the records on the computer table. Okay, so let's do GA computers aggregate computers dot add aggregate. Okay, we'll use add aggregate and we will simply get count. Okay, so and then we will do GA dot query. Okay, after that it's simple while GlideAggregate dot next. Okay, so as we have not defined any query over here, okay, so it will return only one record, but let's go with while only. Okay, I want to make it generic. Okay, so variable, so count equal to GA computers dot get aggregate. Okay, and I will give count. So we have formulated count, let's give the info message only. So I will give gs.info, okay, in simple words, and I will use this text styling, okay, for this. So here we will define all the things. So it will be count, and I will give 0, and I will define an array over here. Here I will give this count only. Okay, let's save and run it out. Okay, this we have already covered in the last lecture, but it's just a recap. Okay, I'll run the script out, proceed, and let's see what we are getting. The count is 855. Let's match it out. 855. Fine. Okay, now as you can see, this is on the overall table. Okay, now if I want to group this particular computer class and I want to see for which particular entity how many records are there for which, in this way. Okay, so for that we have a function called glide group by. Okay, so keep one thing in mind while using a GlideAggregate. Okay, so GlideAggregate will not return everything like GlideRecord. Okay, so like on GlideRecord, whenever you are defining a query and you are getting a return value out of it, right, so it gives the entire object of that particular record. Okay, but here it will give what you demand. It's like Genie, your wish is my command, right? Okay. So let's get some attributes to make it clear. So let's first of all let's group it out. Okay, so what factor we can take for group by? Oh, we have already discussed on cost. Let's take the cost center. Okay, so let's group by cost center. Okay, so let's see. So what I will do, I will simply do over here, let's do it at the top. So I will be GA computers dot group by. Okay, and group by we want to do with cost center, right? Okay, so let's make it cost underscore center. Okay, so this is how we can group by. We have to give the instance of that particular glide aggregate, group by dot group by, and the field on which we want to do the group by. Okay, so you can do the group by on multiple fields. We will check in further in the further tutorials. Okay, so it's like group by, okay, cost center. Now let's retrieve this out. Okay, and with the group by, it's always recommended that you should also use the order by, so that it will come in a sorted way only, right? So let's add that also. So the syntax for that is GA computers dot order by, simple, the same, instead just by replace group by order by. So I have pushed it over. Now let's take this entity, what we have, cost center. So let's give variable variable cost center, okay, equal to GA computer. How to get this value is like the way we get the attributes from the glide aggregate, in a similar way we can get it over here. So I can use GA computers dot cost center and cost center. Now it will return an object. Okay, everything in ServiceNow nowadays returns object. Okay, so we have to do dot get display value, its value. Okay, so it will give it in a string format. Okay, let's get it out. So we've got cost center. Now we want cost center, right? So I will give it as cost center. Okay, let's give colon and let's give it a 1, and in 1 we'll give the second attribute as cost center. Okay, let's save and run it out. Now we should get cost center, group by, and cost. Okay, means count, not cost. I will run the script, proceed. Now you can see there is a cost center, customer support, it has 293, for engineering it's 71, for finance it's 33, for human resources 21, blah blah blah. Let's try this out. I will group by cost center, and you can see it's matching the same, 78 with empty, customer support 293. So it's grouped by, okay, it has grouped them with respect to cost center, and it displayed it like that. Okay, now we have done the cost center, right? Now we had a count, we have cost center. Now we have this number of entities, right? First of all, I am not liking this out. Okay, cost center equal to empty means whenever I am getting this info messages, right? So we will fix it out also, that also. So okay, now moving on to, we have cost center, we have count. Now let's see for this count, for this cost center, what is the total cost. Okay, let's see the cost. Let's do the summation of all the costings. Okay, so for that, what we have to do, we have to again add the glide aggregate. So it's computers dot add aggregate, and this time we'll be using sum, because we want summation of all the entities cost in that particular category. Okay, It's pretty clear, right? It's quite easy also. And now we have to give the attribute on which we have to do this aggregate. So we will be doing it on cost, right? That's the only. And keep in mind, you can do the summation only on numeric field, okay? Only. So I will give it as cost. Okay, I've given a cost. Now let's fetch the value. So how we can fetch the value, you must be knowing now. Variable. Now it's like cost, total cost. I will give total cost equal to jcomputers dot get aggregate. And the simplest way when we are getting an aggregate, okay, just copy the signature which is given at the top and paste it over here. Similar, no changes. Okay, now we got total cost. Let's try to print the total cost, like total cost. Let's make it 2. Okay, and I will give it as total cost. Okay, let's save it out. Hope it's not getting too speedy for you, okay, to grasp all this thing. People get panic, okay, that GlideAggregate is quite complicated, but it's not at all. Okay, I will proceed. Now let's see now what we got. Let's read it like this: for cost center customer support, okay, the count of computers is 293, okay, and the overall costing for all the computer is 55,000 whatever, 553308. Okay, this way. Now we got summation of all the cost. Now let's count the average of all the, if for a category. Okay, so we got summation. Now let's do the average. Let's copy this out only. It's the same syntax everywhere, it's same. Now instead of sum we want to do average, right? So we will get average. AVG is the short form for average, and we will be doing the average on the same entity, right? Okay, and now how to get it? Okay, simple. Do the same, copy, paste, change it to, it's not total cost now, it's a AVG cost. Okay, it's an average cost now. Oh, sorry, average cost now, and the signature is, we have to change AVG. Got the average. Now let's see, count cost center total cost. Let's take now average. I will take one more entity, third. Okay, let's make it average cost. Okay, let's see if we are getting the average. So the script is pretty clear to you. Yeah, it should be. I will run, proceed. I think now it's difficult to read it over here. Okay, so let's take the use of my favorite tool, Notepad++. Okay, so let's move over here. Okay, and now you can see the count is 78, cost center is customer support. Okay, this is the cost center is blank. Okay, customer support, total cost is this, and the average cost of entities is 1888. You can validate it out. Okay, it will come the exact figure, and look at this, it's having so much of precision. Okay, that's great. Now we got an average also. Now you want to see in a category what is the least count. So what is the minimum cost of a computer in a category? Okay, let's take all kind of audit things. Okay, so how to do that? Again, you will ask. It's the same step. Who thinks GlideAggregate is tough to understand? Okay, so now instead of average it will be min. Min means minimum. Okay, minimum. Now we will like variable minimum minimum cost. What's happening with me? Equal to, again, I will copy it out, paste it, okay, and now I will represent minimum, okay, and let's do it. Minimum equal to, I will define fourth attribute and I will give it as minimum cost. Okay, let's save it out. Let's see what is the minimum cost in a category. Okay, I will run it out, proceed. Ooh, got an error. Great, I love when I get an error. What happened? No, it's not an error, I guess. Okay, count 78. Let's see if something is screwed up. Minimum cost, get aggregate, minimum cost. Perfect. Nothing is wrong with the script. That's it. I don't know what was happened over there. So let's copy it out again. Paste it in Notepad++. Now you can see we have cost, we have total cost, we have average, we have minimum is 0. Over here minimum, you can see the minimum is, this is the minimum cost of computer in that particular category. Okay, in that particular category means in that group of cost center. For finance total, it's this. Now if we have seen the minimum, it will be rational if we are not looking at the maximum. Okay, so let's do that also. So I will replace this with maximum for maximum. Most of you must have this kind of common sense, right? But still, yeah, I will copy paste. Instead of minimum cost, I will give maximum cost. Okay, you can see playing with digits over here, it's quite easy. Okay, so this, and I will give maximum. Okay, it's again on a cost factor. Let's give it one more last attribute. Okay, it's like maximum, and you can all validate all these things, okay, on the table itself. I'm pretty confident, that's why I'm not showing you each and everything, but you can. So it's maximum cost, save it, and let's run the script now. Proceed. Oh, we got the data again. Let's copy this out. I will paste it, and now we got minimum and we got maximum cost of the computer also in that particular group of cost center. Okay, now this is all done. Okay, let's, oh wait, I want to show you. So you know, as I already explained, how you can get an attribute from the GlideRecord. It's like we have printed the cost center. Now can we dot walk if there is a reference field? Okay, for example, let's take computer. Okay, on computer let's take manufacturer. Okay, so manufacturer is a reference field. Okay, if I want to print manufacturer name over there, so how can I print it? Can I do dot walking over there? Let's try to print the name of the manufacturer. Okay, so it's like we have to add one more group by, so I will again copy this, check group by. Okay, so now what we have to do, we can group by the manufacturer also. So you can do manufacturer, okay, dot name. So you can give the dot working value over here itself, okay. It's like manufacturer dot name, okay. And then you can also group by the same. I will do, let's do this manufacturer name, okay. Now we have, you can see, right, we want name of the manufacturer, right? So I've done group by manufacturer dot name. I've also ordered by manufacturer by name. Now let's pull the manufacturer name, okay. Variable manufacturer name equal to GA computers dot. Now let's show you different thing, okay. Now there, here we have again the dot walk, right? GA computers dot cost center dot get display value. We can do the similar way, okay, but let's show you the another way. So you can also do dot get value, okay. People don't know, okay, get value also works with the dot walk. People thinks that it will not work, but it will work. So I will give manufacturer dot name, okay, boom. And let's give one more attribute. That's why I split up this tutorial into two parts, okay. So it's manufacturer name, good, okay. And then I will give, sorry, 6, okay. And I will give it as manufacturer name. Let's see, okay, if it works. I hope it will work, okay. Let's say it out. Let's run the fix script. Now we are executing on the reference field, okay. Boom, okay. I don't know, it gave this. Let's try it once again, okay, done. I think it gives the transactional timeout because we are fetching a lot of data over here, okay. Now why the data is high, okay, because we have given the group by twice, so it will granularize the data, okay. First it will check the cost center. For total cost center it will take all the manufacturers, as you can see, Apple, Asus. Then it will take the second cost center like customer support total. Then again it will take all the cost centers for that, okay. That way, that's how you can granularize the entire data, okay. I hope it's pretty clear for everyone, okay. If you didn't understand any point out of it, okay, please mention it in the comment, okay, and I will try to resolve your queries over there, okay. So this is how we have ended GlideAggregate, and now you can start using GlideAggregate with ease to do any kind of operations, what we call audit operations, okay, in terms of data. And see you in the next tutorial. If you want to whatever you want to see in the next tutorial, you just comment it in the comment box, okay. And that's how I progress, okay. So thank you, and like, follow, subscribe, and stay with me in this journey of ServiceNow. We'll learn a couple of new things. Thank you and have a nice day.